Hey everyone! Welcome to today's video. I'll be setting up April in my bullet journal. I'll be working on my cover page first, and I'll be using watercolors for today's setup. I'm gathering my supplies, such as my clean water bowl, fresh paper towels, my round brush and wash brush, as well as my St. Petersburg White Nights watercolor palette. I've already gone in and inked my cover page on my B Paper Company watercolor paper. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and let's go ahead and get started. For my theme this month, I initially wanted to do a vintage road trip theme that revolved around one of those classic Volkswagen vans. While researching inspiration to use as a reference for the cover, I stumbled upon this beautiful image including the trees and sunset and decided that this was the one. I later decided to omit the van entirely, as I wanted to just focus on the scenery around it. I guess you can say this ended up being a nature or possibly even camping theme with the trees and wilderness. I'm not very confident in painting nature and landscapes, so this was definitely a challenge for me. I really wanted to do it justice and emulate that warm contrast between the shadowy trees and bright sunset. I find that it can be quite difficult using watercolor to create such strong contrasts in a painting. In order to create the darkest darks, you have to use several layers to build up that opacity and depth. And to create the brightest highlights, you pretty much have to leave that area untouched, or with very minimal color on top. This piece took me a couple of hours to paint, including dry time in between layers. To help speed up the drying process, I did use a heat gun a few times, especially on the more saturated areas, but you can also use a hair dryer. For the darker areas, I started adding a base layer of gray to act as a shadowy underlayer. That way, whatever colors I would add on top after it dried would have a deeper and more neutral tone to it. I decided not to bring the colors out all the way to the edge where the tape was because I didn't want the final piece to have a harsh edge. I wanted it to have that almost dreamy vignette border to it. I was really looking forward to finally working on the sun. I left the brightest spot blank and added light washes of yellow and orange radiating from it. This really helped to tie the whole piece together. Once the paint was dry, I went in with my white Uniball Signo gel pen to write April in a lowercase serif font. I pasted in my cover page using my Tombow mono adhesive runner and began outlining my monthly spread with my Sakura Pigma Micron. I wrote out April in a hollowed out serif font and then added some tree sketches throughout the page. I added the days of the week in a cursive font and then numbered each day of the month. I did the same for my monthly challenge box. I then went in with my watercolors once more to paint the trees. I added some washi tape below the monthly challenge box for decoration. And with that, my monthly spread is done. Moving on to my doodles page, I've gone in and wrote April in the same font as before and added some trees. I'm outlining the boxes for each daily doodle now. Then I'm just numbering each daily box. Taking a couple of Pentel Fude Touch brush pens, I'm hand lettering the headings of my favorites and memory boxes. Now I'm just going back in with watercolors for the background. I'm adding a couple of stickers as well as some washi tape layered on top for more texture and visual interest. I'm also including a lyric from one of my favorite songs currently called Wanderlust by James Bay. Now my April Doodles page is all set. Finally, I'm moving on to my weekly spread. I'm once again taking my Sakura Pigma Micron and outlining the boxes for my weekly spread. I'm creating double lines just to add some flair. I'm now just going in and adding my monthly calendar and labeling my habit, weight, and mood trackers. Now that everything's been labeled, I'm taking my watercolors and adding some color to the spread. I'm creating little trees in the top and bottom margins of the spread. Now my first weekly spread is finished. Here is a flip through of my April setup. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please like and subscribe, and let me know what theme you're doing for April. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.